scared me for a
We
second,
live.
bro.
We live.
You scared with lies.
Yo,
You guys
how's the
saying,
man
man?
doing?
Alhamdulillah, man.
What's good? What's good, fellas?
Come on, man. Sorry, I was
Let
just
me know
on
when
my
you want me
phone.
to start.
No. Lee, let me start
First off, no. I wanted to say something. AMJ, is that a new twist? Did you get a twist recently?
New
Hold on,
patterns.
sorry. I heard myself. Okay, sorry, Mo. Can you repeat that? My fault.
Did you get a twist recently? What's going on?
Bro, it's already gone, though. It's already gone. See, I make wudu. Unlike all these shaitan guys with locks. Okay? I wash my hair. I pray
Down
5
to the
times a
scalp,
day and
like
make
a real
wudu.
athlete.
Okay. Come
Yes,
on,
sir.
man. I don't play games, bro. I got a retwist last week and it's already gone, bro.
No.
To flip.
Mo, let me tell you this: those locks have been adding to his performance.
Hey,
AMJ's
come on.
performance this
What?
season in our men's league, sensational. But I have a
Come on,
question
fam.
for you
Come on.
guys.
Mm.
The 3-point collectors came and collected. We handle business officially above mid-table. We're in the top 2, top 3 right now.
Say
What was the
what?
score of the
But-
game?
2-1, but we scumbagged it.
Who
And I'll tell
scored?
you,
Who scored?
We play like
uh,
Stoke yesterday. We
you
play like
don't
Stoke.
know.
I actually don't remember.
You don't know either
Mm.
player.
I might know
But-
them.
I don't think you do, Mo, actually.
But
Does he?
besides the point.
Mo, I barely know them.
I
Alright,
have
fair enough. Say no more. I don't know them.
I have a question for the panel.
Mm.
I'm saying we scumbagged it because we caught a lead midway through the second half and started taking 5 minutes for each time the ball was out. We were dragging.
Oh my God.
Oh, brother.
And
Is it
pulled
a
a Sergio
25-minute
Ramos.
halves?
hold up. 25-minute halves. And after the game, the referee came up to me and H and he said, "Bro, what are you guys doing? Like, come on, man. We're all here to play the game. Like, what
The
are you guys
referee
thinking?"
says this?
He said this to me and H.
Wallah.
And me and H had the same response. Like we rehearsed this. We said, "We're here for 3 points. We're here to win." What are you talking about? Bro, get out of
Bro,
here.
Ace,
what's
did you
what's
see
your
me
guys'
fighting with a
opinion?
dude?
That's
Ace, you didn't
whack.
hear-
That's
you didn't-
corny.
What?
No,
Lee, you're not
bro,
wrong.
Men's
nah,
league?
nah.
Men's league 25-minute. That's corny, bro. That's
But
corny.
yo, hear me out though. It was a bad performance from us. It was one of
Sir,
those like
that's 20
we had to, but it was one of those games you had to depend on.
And it's a league game. It wasn't even like it's a quarterfinal, semifinal, final. Like, I get it. In those, y'all wasn't going home after this.
The referees
It's a
but
league
had-
match.
had
I'll be
was
honest. No,
shocking.
Lee.
We
No,
had
no,
to.
it was.
Everything
We were
was
playing like
against
a
us.
bottom. We were playing like a bottom table team against like Chelsea right now. I swear to God, like they were attacking. The ball was on our half. I had to do the Sergio Ramos. I had to waste time, kick the ball out. I had to do the stupid shit. Me and goalkeeper talking. Like I'm telling goalkeeper, I'll get the ball, my nigga.
I'm gonna
Just
have
stop
a
standing
word
up there.
with some team. I'm gonna have a word with some of your team members.
I'm
3 points, 3
screaming,
points, though.
long ball, get it out of our half. Yeah, man.
Me and
That's
keeper were playing
shameless
tiki.
behavior.
We're
That's
playing
shameless
tiki.
behavior
We're
from
waiting
now.
for him to come to us. A lot.
No,
Yo, listen,
tiki taka
James,
football. Guardiola football, Earth. No
Hey,
tiki
hey.
taka football.
The
Yeah,
era's
like
over,
Ace said,
man.
3 points,
He's in
man.
his
Yo.
3
Arteta
points.
era. Arteta era.
Damn, you're
Come on, man.
No, there was tiki taka football, Guardiola football. Just me goalkeeper though. It's been a
That's
while.
That's
man.
not tiki taka.
You're leaving
That's
out.
not tiki
You're leaving
taka.
out.
Yeah,
No taka.
You're
you and
leaving
H,
out.
you and H.
Just
Yeah.
tiki-taka.
Excuse me, bro.
No,
Injured performance. I did okay, man.
Nah.
I wasn't fully
You
satisfied,
did good. You
but
did
I was
good.
okay.
Yeah.
It's okay, man.
Yeah, but
Nigga
Andrew,
was plaudits for that.
would you say Ace was one of your better partnerships this year?
yeah, because this
He
guy's
has no
been forced
options.
to
I
play.
told you.
Yeah,
He
This
hasn't
is
had a
one of
partner
my
this whole
only
season.
partnerships.
Ruben Diaz.
Bro,
So is
I
this-
told
is
you,
this a new
Lee. I
partnership?
told you this.
Is this
Bro,
a new partnership?
Who's
That's a
Ace,
question
though?
for you.
Who's
I
Ace?
Can I answer?
honestly
Ake?
don't mind. But go ahead, MJ.
I don't want Ace at the back at all. I'll be this is selfishly saying this.
I hear it.
That nigga, wallahi, he do, you know Kyle Lowry, remember Raptors? Hero ball? This guy's gonna try this from the back,
What?
wallahi. As soon as he gets it from the goalkeeper, he said, yo, this is my turn. It was my turn. Everybody's holding the ball. I'm
90
taking this
I
one.
see a gap.
pass.
I see a
96%
gap.
pass completion rate.
He's not doing the simple
Come
pass.
on.
He's doing the hard pass. He's doing the hard route.
Come on,
Which
MJ.
I hear.
They're
It works
landing.
out most of the time.
They're
but
landing.
they
If our
land.
forwards
They
knew
land.
how to show for the ball and had played, fam, you guys know we
Call
play
me,
football.
call me, Ace, call me, Ace, call
we
me,
play
bro.
soccer like American football. We have our defensive line and our offensive line. When our defense gets it, it doesn't go to the offense. It doesn't because it
No,
can't.
it doesn't.
We have to wait
Yeah.
for them
Ace,
to
call
wanna
me,
play.
man.
Yeah,
Call
Bro,
me, Ace, call me.
I have a perfect
I'm ready for my
explanation of what
call
happened
up.
yesterday. Last thing. H, Miskin, wallahi. Miskin. Okay. He was by himself. And one thing it reminds me of his performance yesterday, and this is no disrespect to him, but no, this is actually, I'm praising H, okay? If you're watching this, listen carefully, buddy, okay? Unai Emery, Matteo Guendouzi. You already know how he was isolated so much. You remember how much he was isolated back in the day?
We're moving on.
Matteo,
I can't this nigga's
Unai
name
Emery literally told Matteo,
It's
yo, get the ball
2024.
from my
It's
boy
2024.
back. No, man.
RF
Yo,
had to
listen,
complete
real-
the bingo card. The 11-on-11 bingo card had Guendouzi on it.
Kid.
Come on, brother.
Lee,
Listen.
Lee, you don't
That's
understand. These guys had a weird obsession with this guy, thinking he's gonna be the next.
It was
He was
me.
nice.
It was me.
He was
It was
nice.
me.
No, it was me
But I
too.
still-
I love that.
He had a winter wild card FIFA 2022, so I get it.
Brother, my Arteta outtake started with
special
Matteo
card.
Guendouzi. What the flip? It literally
If you
So
know,
you
you
said
know.
Arteta outtake
Guendouzi
started
Faf,
the last season.
I remember Faf.
It started the
didn't.
last season.
No, didn't. Play the clips, Mo. Play the
All
clips.
right,
I already got it on
actually-
Discord.
No. I'll update it. If you guys want to go back to the episode where Arsenal bottled the league. Okay, the one where you guys drew 3 games in a row. Lee was giving Arteta shit, and you're defending him. That doesn't sound like Arteta out.
No, I
You were
I
defending-
remember exactly
you
what I said.
defended
I
him.
said no, you're wrong.
Listen,
I
guys,
said
Lee has
I was
surprised
roasted Arteta.
I was
roasted.
talking
He
down
was.
on majority of fan bases talking down on Arsenal's season as an overall. Everyone was saying we were a failure when there was progression. When I was trying to deflect to City,
Lee
not
specifically
being
isolated Arteta. He mentioned
no,
Arteta,
but we were
talked about
talking.
Arteta,
We were
and you
doing the
defended him.
comparison with Pep Guardiola.
Lee,
I was saying Man
you left
City.
us.
I remember
No.
exactly this.
Lee, you
The
left
heck,
us.
rescreen? This guy's been AI this
Yeah.
whole time.
But boys,
I
listen.
don't know. I don't know how I gotta.
Yo,
Turn off
plug-
your camera, turn it back on. There you go.
Yeah,
Oh, there you
no,
go.
but boys, listen. People are
Alright.
gonna think it's a rerun. Lee has a surprise for us. Go on, Lee.
Yeah, I do.
Don't scare me.
So nobody knows what I'm about to say, and I've been thinking about this for. When did I message the group?
Depends.
So-
We've been talking about
depends what kind
other
of
things
message
outside of
talk
football.
about.
6 days ago.
6
5
days.
days?
6 days. No, Ace, you know what I'm talking about, right?
6 or 5 days ago, yeah.
Yeah.
The hell?
And obviously, like, this is serious though. Lock in. This is something I've been thinking about in terms of like, and I know everybody here, like, social media is definitely filled with. There's mad football podcasts now. There's mad football content now. There's just like, I feel like I consume much more now than I did before I even started on the pod. But there was a clip that I seen, and this is a trend, okay? But I think this is the clip that like took it over the edge for me. There's a clip I seen on TikTok on the CBS Sports Galazzo. So like not the Henri, Micah Richards show. Like the Americans, they have like a morning show that they do. And then there's like an offshoot podcast like that. But they were talking about Martinelli and like his struggles, and they were kind of clowning on him, joking on him, which is whatever. Like that's every podcast does that. But like it was 2 white guys like saying things like, oh, like, you know, like he's crashing, like using terms like crash out.
What?
Yeah, like he's crashing now, or like he needs to go back to the favelas. Or like just like mad like different shit.
We've said
Nah,
that.
This is
different-
China.
Go on.
Yeah, but my thing is like I feel like the football community is like, first of all, it's mostly Muslim in the world, at least from like what I take in. But the football community like needs to have like the race conversation like to the forefront. I know in Europe it's weird, like they don't. I be seeing the conversations that these British people be having about race and like how they view race. And I'm not trying to get too technical on the pod tonight. That's not my goal. But I just wanted to let our viewers know and the people that follow 11 on 11, like when it comes to like anything black related, like, and this is a black space because we're all black here, allegedly for Ace. But no, we're all black
My
here.
bad,
Like
Latin.
Bengali.
there's a certain nuance and there's a certain way that we could speak about black players that white creators can't speak about black players. And I feel like Arf talks about this when we talk about like the niggas on Twitter with the soccer pictures and the, you know, like the avies of the football players. Like I don't even care about those guys because you know what? At least they're hiding behind a picture and
Hey.
it's a unanimous, it's an anonymous name. Whatever, like they're still racist. I don't care. Like, but if you have a big platform like CBS or like you have a good enough following, like you deserve to get called out as a white creator on talking about black players in a way that you wouldn't if black people were in the room.
Wait, Lee,
Hmm.
can I add? Tim Sherwood
Yeah.
came out recently with comments comparing Nicholas Jackson to a rapper. I don't know if you guys have seen
Bro,
this.
I saw that, bro. I saw that,
What?
bro. I saw that.
Wait,
Out of nowhere. Like, it didn't even
Bro,
make
and-
sense.
And
What
you know what's
rapper?
crazy?
No, he just said he's playing like a rapper.
He just said rapper. He's playing like a rapper. I don't even know what the
oh,
fuck
he's
that means.
just like general. Okay,
That's
that's
what he
yeah,
said?
just general. That's literally what he
he's
what
like
said.
said.
he's like
word for
freestyling.
word. Bro, incoherent racism.
I
Incoherent.
think
No,
you're giving
no,
a better
that's a
explanation than the other
little-
guy.
That's a little bit of a stretch, no? Playing like a rapper, it's not really. Why
what
does
that
that
means.
be
But
so?
no, my
Definitely
thing
should.
is like, you know what's funny, Ace? I'm glad you brought that up. Like, that guy's like an old white guy, right? So, like, for him to get away with that, it was so interesting seeing like the reaction to him. You know what I mean? It wasn't even crazy. Like, if you've seen the comments and the backlash, it wasn't even crazy. But something as subtle as like, he's crashing now or he needs to go back to the favelas, like, that's not really like for you to say, my nigga. That's not really like your lane. Like, you don't even
Facts,
use that
facts,
lane.
yeah.
You don't even know what that means. Like, you're
Yeah.
just saying
It's not
that
your regular-
because
it's not your regular.
yeah, that's not even how you talk. You know what I mean? That's like, I don't like when people, especially white people, use black terms to make
They're trying
something
to
go
clip farm
viral or
Lee.
make.
the AAVE.
They're trying to
It was-
clip
it
farm,
was-
bro.
It
Bro,
needs to be
it's-
protected a little bit more.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. And like, my thing is like, bro, if you're British, be British, bro. If you're from a suburb in New Jersey, do that. Like, that's what you need to do. I wish I knew this nigga's name off the top of my head, but I don't even want to give that nigga airtime. But it was on CBS Sports Golazo, some fat nigga that did. The nigga never, he probably never even played soccer.
I don't even know who it
Nigga
is.
never probably never even played.
He
Mm.
could have
I
had.
And
feel
he has
like
the
I know who it
audacity
is.
to tell.
I feel like I
has
know
the
who you're talking
audacity, bro. He has the audacity to tell Martinelli to go back to the favelas. Like, that's out of control, bro. In my opinion.
Was there
Way out of
backlash
control.
from
Bro, there's nothing.
people that work with him, or
Nigga, we get more comments than them. Nigga, they don't even get comments on their shit. They work for CBS Sports Golazo, whatever that shit's called. But yeah, that shit
your
pissed
money
me
up,
off, bro.
what you
But there's a lot of white creators in the space right now that really feel boldened to talk about black players in a way that, yeah, nigga, you ain't allowed to talk about black players like that.
But-
You can
but
say
Lee-
anything else you want.
Lee, I have a great segue. Speaking of going back to the favelas, Anthony. I have a question. For
no
the
damn well you didn't.
I have a question.
No,
I have a question for
no,
the panel.
This kid's not serious.
Sorry to hijack.
Don't-
Sorry,
Please ask that
sorry to
question.
hijack. but excuse me,
It's not
guys.
serious, bro.
I'm in a safe black space, so I just need time to operate. But no, trolling aside, I do agree with Lee.
Is he allowed to ask? Okay,
Funny
all right.
segue. Funny segue. Sorry. Question: in 2024, who would you rather have, Anthony or Grealish?
Grealish, easily, brother.
Conversation. Grealish.
Yeah.
Lee?
I don't know. After what I watched last weekend, I don't know, man.
No, Lee, come on. This is a man who's played under one of the best systems in the game.
Bring
One
Flair
treble,
back?
one
Four.
three
Bro, you
league
talking
titles.
to- You talking to Mr. Bring Flair back though?
Yeah, but still,
Yeah,
we,
but
we are
Winter
forgetting
transfer
history
window
real quick.
opens, who would you want?
If you
What
if
has
you look at
Anthony done
historically-
ever?
if you look at
this is a
historically-
disgusting comparison.
Grealish was playing for Villa when they weren't like top 6 quality, and he was carrying them.
Yeah,
Anthony was
brought
playing
him
for an
to-
Ajax team where he wasn't even their best player, and still he comes to United. And now when you need to carry, he's not doing shit.
Yeah,
Like,
facts.
Grealish
Man, I
at
don't
least
care about
proves he's
either of those
done it,
niggas,
bro.
man.
I'm not.
This,
Well, let me
this
take
is not a
Let me
comparison.
take Anthony because I'm on. You know what I'm on today. You know what I'm on today. So I'm taking Anthony, nigga.
I'm taking.
on,
Nah,
man.
Grealish is a real one though.
Come on,
Grealish is a
nigga.
real one, bro. I rate him.
I'm
I rate
taking
Grealish.
Anthony personally.
Brother, I told you, I'll still take Grealish at Arsenal. Like, I've been wanting this, bro. I was mad
Better
that
question.
Arsenal spent
Better
freaking
question.
4 or 5 players long ago when you could have just spent 100 mil on freaking Grealish. But go ahead.
I don't even know why this guy asked about Anthony. There's another player from Manchester United who has come out and said, "I'm looking for a transfer in January."
Mm.
Are y'all
Mm.
taking back Marcus Rashford?
Marcus
Do you guys need a number 10?
Can I go?
I said what I said.
Because I've been
Yeah.
the most vocal on this podcast about me saying
Tell him come
I
home?
do not like his game. I've been getting killed for years saying this guy does
You
not play
have.
with any form of IQ. I just don't think he's all that. Never thought he's all that. He tried to son Mbappe. We don't forget that moment. Farming Lukaku's
Why'd you take that
penalties.
personal?
No, it
Why'd you
bothered
take
me.
that personal?
He farmed Lukaku's penalty and tried to show it off like that was from his bag. It wasn't. But yeah, I just think that honestly it's time for a move. All the
That's
the
one of the
hate that
coldest
he's be-
celebrations, by the way.
Coldest.
It
One of the
is.
coldest.
Finger thing?
is
Bro, it's one of the coldest. He went.
it is.
Yeah.
Everyone was doing it. He
I would
caused
take
the
him
wave,
just
and
for
he wasn't
that.
even-
I would take him just for
Yeah,
that.
bro.
Bro, him doing that
relax.
at Arsenal
Miss
shirt,
me.
AMJ?
Miss me.
No, but hold on.
No, hold on.
Lock in for a second, though.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Go
let me
ahead. Go ahead.
finish.
All right. Go ahead.
No, has been getting disproportionate hate. I feel like there's a smear campaign against him. He hasn't helped it by coming out with an interview before the Manchester derby. Didn't really help. But in spite of all like the hate that he's getting and all the sympathy that he's getting at the same time, you're not that good no more. Seek a move. I understand it. So get this guy out of here.
You didn't answer my question. My
No,
question was,
no,
who's
no,
your
I'm
take?
gonna answer. I'll answer
No.
for him. I'll answer
No.
for him all. I'll
No.
answer
Okay,
for him.
cool. All right.
Ian Wright. Ian Wright actually brought up an excellent point. This is an
I see you
individual.
on Twitter, huh?
Yeah, I've been on Twitter, but not as much because I've been trying my
Nah,
best to
nah.
avoid
I've
One
seen
Piece
that too,
spoilers.
bro.
But
Spit,
Huh?
my nigga.
age of 27, wallah, it hit me, bro. He's 27. 27. Like
nothing, bro.
I thought he was. I don't know. I keep forgetting how this is prime football. Like this is your whole career can turn around, brother. Like there's a lot of niggas that turned up and literally started to become a real
AMJ?
professional and
AMJ?
Mo Salah?
Chill, Mo
AMJ?
Salah? Relax. Mo Salah. There's a lot of guys. There's a lot of late flourishers, and I'm not saying Rashford's a late flourisher, but this is a guy
Why you
with
not
a
including yourself
lot
in
of
that?
ability, a lot of capabilities, and he may be under the right coach.
Age.
You might get something. Let's not forget, Rashford has played under a lot of coaches, and that's not entirely his fault. Okay, I'm not trying to defend Rashford. You already know what I said a couple weeks ago about his behavior on the pitch and blah blah blah. But there's still, there's still something there. There's still
The only-
something
the only-
special.
the only
There's
re-
not.
What
the
is
He's
only
not
reason-
average.
What is there?
You know
What is
I mean?
there? What is there?
There's something
only reason
special.
why-
Like,
AMJ,
come on,
the
bro.
only reason why I don't want
got
him-
it, bro. He got
AMJ,
it.
the only reason why I don't want him is he's a loser. That's the only reason why I don't want him.
Wait, what do you?
He is.
I mean, he has.
But
many
he's hungry,
trophies
bro.
He's a loser. He's a
That's
loser.
Arsenal.
Me
And
personally, like I shouldn't need to like.
Actually, has more.
Like, huh?
He has more trophies while at United than Arsenal have won at that same time. period.
That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. Loser, and you could be a winner and not be on a winning team. What I'm saying is, to me, what a winner and a loser is, the definition between the two is somebody who's hungry. Like he's not hungry. He's a loser to me.
No, I disagree.
He's somebody,
I think there's
he's
hunger
somebody
there.
whose desire dips and flows, ebbs and flows. There's players that are regarded highly in the Prem. I don't doubt their desire. I never doubt what they bring to the table every single game they play. They play like this is the last game.
Not every
Marcus
player's built
Rashford?
like that, bro. Not every player's
Hey,
built
I'm-
like that.
No,
You need a
but-
manager.
That's why I don't want him. That's why I
That's
don't
why
want
he's not
managers.
great. That's why he's not
No,
great.
but I'm not,
No.
bro. I've
That's
been the
why
biggest
he's not
Rashford
great.
hater, but he's not great.
You
but
feel me,
there-
Ace?
I'm saying there's something there, though.
He's a
There's
loser. He's a
100%
loser.
something. He's no, okay. I think you guys are taking it a little too far, bro.
Yeah,
There
I
was
agree.
always something there, and something about Rashford, like, and this is a guy. He's a young guy, and he's in an environment where it's never worked out. Why not leave the environment when you know?
Let me
there's
say
something
more
that's gonna
before you go.
come out
Alive
good
before
for
you
him,
go. AMJ, let me tell you something though. The problem with Rashford though is that people have been saying that for 10 years. That's the problem.
They've been saying it
We-
for a
we've
whole
been-
lot of United
we've been
players, and a
having-
lot of
we've been
United
having-
players have played their worst and then showed up at a
no,
different club, bro.
No,
I'm just saying.
no, impossible.
Bro, there's a
Impossible.
lot of
Here's-
United
here's-
players,
here's the
ex-players
thing.
that turned up after they left, okay?
No, bro,
We-
my-
we-
it
we
doesn't. I
spoke
don't care
about
about the
this.
United
when they
players.
play,
We just been
if
having
they
the same
play.
decade
Who
convo
turned up
about him.
after they left.
Lee. Here's the thing.
A lot of them.
Marcus Rashford came onto United scene as a 17-year-old to save this club. He should have never. Same way they did with Kobe Mainoo a little
Great
bit ago. And
point.
look how he's kind of fallen off, right? They brought him up to this
RIP,
kind of level
RIP.
they should have never brought him up to. Never. She should never been the guy that should save United. And they tried it every single year. Every single manager. He's the guy that's supposed to save United. And that's not fair for him. That was never him.
Whoa,
All he was
yeah,
a decent to good average or whatever winger in the league. They tried to turn him to a striker. They tried to turn him to the guy on the team, and that should never been the case.
No, but
Now, if he goes to another team, with
Ace, come
structure-
closer. We can't hear
Bro,
you.
he-
But
If he goes to a team with structure, he could be a problem.
yeah.
yo,
Like
Mo,
Ian Wright said, he's only 27. Look at player Mo Salah balled out after that. Drogba, I think he made a move to Marseille at 25. Like there's still a player in there. If he goes to the
That's
right
what I'm
environment,
saying.
bro, he could really take off.
No, but Mo, this is where I counter two things.
Serie A.
I agree with your general statement, but I'll get back to that. Onto what Lee said, there's a difference between good players and great players. Number one, there's two things. There's ability, and then there's hunger. Rashford has above average ability, very high ability. His hunger,
For sure.
his concentration, his determination is very low. That doesn't make you an average player. It makes you a
Look, put
below
yourself-
average player.
Put yourself in his
If
position.
you're a low average
coming
player,
up at
you're not
17.
bringing 30 goals
Hold on,
in a season.
hold on,
How does that
AJ.
make
When did
any
he bang
sense?
30
yourself-
goals in a season,
look,
Mo?
put
Last
yourself-
World
2 years
Cup
ago,
with
2
Manchester
years
United
ago.
when it finished third. Like, the heck?
30?
years ago.
30?
Yeah, 30.
Yeah.
Like I think all
Pretty
comps,
good
all
numbers.
comps.
All comps. All comps.
All comps.
Of
Okay.
course.
Put yourself in his position where you're United. They're
Oh,
they're
on that
propping up a
sparkling water
17-year-old.
I see you,
They're putting a
twin.
17-year-old. They're propping up
Sorry.
as like the next big savior. And then when you're not performing to what they want, they just beat you down. They
No,
bully you in the media. They say,
I
"All right, you're shit.
100%
You're this
agree.
and that." Bro, of course,
100%
after
agree.
10 years, imagine 10 years of just this, the media constantly talking shit, praising you and talking shit. Bro, I not care anymore at United either. At some point, man, fuck this club.
Mo,
I'm not
you're
gonna
I
go.
mean, he did
1000%
give
my
right.
heart
9
into
years.
You're
He gave 9 years to the
1000%
club.
right.
Remember, like,
But Mo, what you're saying is a reason. It's not. That's a reason why it happened, not a reason why he's still good. Because I agree with you. United is a team. I've never seen a team as toxic as this. People like to talk about Arsenal. United breaks players, and it's because of
Very
how
toxic.
hopeless the fan base is. They're always looking for a savior because how bad they've been in the dumps. So they'll prop them up so quick. Do you remember who Rashford was being compared to when he had that season 2 years ago? They were calling him the best striker in the world. I don't know if you guys remember those conversations. I vividly remember them. And this
No,
always
that's
happens
right.
with
His
His
United
card 2 years
players.
ago was crazy too in FIFA. His card
Happens
was
all the time
crazy.
with United players.
Yeah.
No,
and,
but
and,
all the
and
time.
that's the
you said it
reason- hold up.
yourself, though.
Hold up,
Go ahead, sorry.
That's
Yeah.
the reason why he turned out how he is, and I can accept that. I can understand that. That does not mean he's a good player now. That doesn't mean that. That's a reason for why it led to this.
I think you
But-
got to see where he goes and see where
Nah.
that pans.
Exactly.
You can't make that decision
The
right
ship
now,
has
United. Because
sailed.
look
The ship
at
has
what
sailed.
they, look
He'll
what-
never be
but it's like you
world
said.
class. He'll never be.
It's like what you said. It's not about him being world class. That's not the point. Not there's very few players that are world class, but can he be one of the best in the world? Potentially.
No.
You don't know. The guy's still 27. He's still 27. He has qualities that a lot of players don't have. He has a
Like
pace that a
what?
lot of
Like
players
what?
don't have.
No. Like
He's
what?
he's
Name me
he's
his
an
Don't let him get
insanely
away with
fast
it.
player.
Name me his qualities.
He's an insanely fast. Okay, he's an insanely fast.
He's
player.
not fast no
He
more.
has-
He's not fast no more. He's not fast.
He's fast. He's
He's not
fast.
fast.
He's
He's
just
fast,
not showing
bro.
it. He's
Bro,
fast.
He's
bro.
fast.
Watch.
He's fast.
When was
He's
the
fast.
last time
He's
you
what-
paced a
he's
player?
what-
I promise you watch him. I promise you watch him. Ask a United fan. When was the last time you paced a player? I disagree. But go
him
on.
being
Arsenal.
lazy does not mean
Arsenal
he's not
last
fast.
season.
Let me just put that out there.
No,
him
he's
being
not
lazy
fast.
doesn't mean he's not fast.
He's not fast.
He has a good ball strike on him. It might not hit the target all the time, but he has a good ball strike on him.
Agreed. So low accuracy.
He has a decent step over. He's a pretty decent step
What are
over.
you talking about?
Step
Lee?
over
What
and
are
This
this
is no-
Lee, what are we talking
Hey,
about?
Mike,
Five star.
turn the argument,
Five
bro.
star.
Oh,
he does. This is what these are the
No.
qualities he has.
You don't need
The
step
I don't-
overs to
is-
be good.
Rashford.
You-
I'm not.
You
Listen,
don't.
Step
when I
overs
call him a
and ball
loser,
striking. What are you talking about?
when I call him a
No,
loser,
but-
when I call him a loser, I don't mean
Come on,
that
Mo.
disrespectfully. There's a lot of losers in football. There's a lot of losers in Prem. But what I'm saying is, the only part of Rashford that bothers me is one, the way the media talks about him is definitely racist, but it could have been
Agreed.
avoided on his part. It could have been avoided on his part for sure. He has a part to play in it. Number two, I'm just tired of having the conversation about the same conversation about him for 10 years. Wallah, we're all exhausted.
Agree.
I hear
We're
that.
all tired.
You
I
have
hear
to call
that.
a spade
Fair.
a
That's
spade.
fair.
You know what I mean?
But-
Like we're
no.
all we
My
don't
turn,
want
my
to
turn.
oversaturate it.
Go
Yeah.
on, Arf.
No, but again, we're tired of the conversation, but the conversation that's not being brought up is the environment, okay? A lot of people can agree. If you're working in a toxic environment, you're not going to perform at your best. You're going to give them the lowest, the
You
worst you're
are
going to get. Okay?
I-
I'm not
Toxic
speaking from a
environment
personal
conversation is where you shine.
but
Yo.
I'm just saying, let's be honest. If you're working in a toxic
He's
environment,
saying
if-
too much.
let's say between us four, 11 on 11 podcast, if we all hated each other, you think we're going to give our absolute best every
Oh,
week?
I
No,
do hate you.
no,
I do
okay?
hate you.
Shut up. But I'm just saying, like Marvel Rivals, this is why we don't
Number
call
4
Mo.
gamer.
Like, we don't
Let's
need
talk
the
to
worst,
it.
right?
Let's
But,
talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk
No,
about
but
it.
deadass, like, you never know. You never know. We all agree, spoke about Manchester United being one of the most toxic clubs for the last however long this podcast started. If you lose, you might get a different person. That's all I'm
No,
saying.
but
So,
but Arf, I agree
It's a
with
gamble,
you,
it's a gamble.
But the thing is we've had
Football.
a large sample size. I know it's the same club, but how many coaches have not got a consistent 2 seasons out of this guy?
I would have stuck that
How
nigga
many?
up top, man.
Bro,
I
he
mean,
doesn't like being up top.
I mean,
he doesn't
I
like
don't
being
care
up
what
top.
you like.
Mourinho got
Mourinho
something
had
out of
him.
him. Ten Hag got
Mourinho had
something
him.
out of
Van,
him. Yeah.
Van Hal had a bit out of him.
Van Hal brought him
shined
in.
under
Yeah,
him.
I mean, yeah.
He is
so-
trending downwards. He is trending downwards.
It's
Uh,
hard to
Season
say.
I wouldn't
All
say
I'm
that.
saying is-
blip. That season 2 years ago was a blip. He's
I
I would have
I'm
made him
saying
Cristiano. I would have made him Cristiano.
Ace, all I'm gonna say is let's see where he goes and then where he transfers, and then see how he does that season. I think that's
Yeah.
the only way you can really say if it's him or his environment.
Let's
If he
Yeah.
starts playing well, fair
Let's
enough.
all double down then. Let's all double down. Everybody pick a take on where do you think Rashford is going to be a better player once he leaves, or is it going to be same thing?
He's gonna be a better player.
I think he's gonna be improved. He's gonna be improved.
Improve
is crazy.
as
Okay.
to what
No.
level?
He's gonna be
To what
improved.
level?
This
Let's
is
just
where it gets
put a
sticky.
number on
He
it.
might not
Listen.
hit. He might not hit his peak, but he's gonna be improved
Yeah.
from where he is right now.
I think it depends who Rashford is playing with, because one thing I've noticed over his United career, like the players he can coexist with and not exist with, that's
Bro,
a different convo for in the
Arf.
future.
That's a
You know
fair
why
point.
that stinks? You know why that stinks? This guy's not a superstar who you have to
No,
play
because we still
with the
don't know
right
his
players with.
position.
He's a guy that you get. You're supposed to be good wherever you go. You're a role player. You're not a star.
Facts.
What are you
I
guys
mean,
talking
okay.
about?
No.
He has
No,
to
but we
fit in.
talk
the case.
about
Who is
positions and
that?
roles in the team.
Bro,
Like
this
he's
is
played
so-
multiple
that's not
roles.
the case.
on
Who the hell
multiple
does
teams.
nigga think he
Chat.
is?
Guys
Bro,
are
what are you talking
chatting.
about? Bro, you could have role
You
players.
tell me,
Shake your
you
head,
tell me
that
who won't ball
shine.
out in the Serie A?
Bro,
You
you
won't
have
ball out
role
in
players.
PSG?
You
You
guys
have
are
role
telling
players
me
that
he's a
shine with the
pacey
next to certain
winger.
players.
How many? Do you know how many systems a pacey winger with dribble moves can fit in and a good and a hard shot? Like
No, I disagree, because
Bro,
you
come
can't
on,
really
man.
name
What are we
any.
talking about?
Bro, fam, look at the backs of Man United. Like, who else is there outside of Ahmad
we're talking about
Diallo?
Man United.
Like,
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
bro, there's
Over the
really,
years, all I'm saying is
With you,
look
Ace. I'm
at the
with you,
stars.
Ace. I'm
Look
with
at the
you.
stars that are alongside him. We had one man Greenwood who got shut
Alongside
down.
him.
We had
Nasty.
Di Maria who came
Gunman.
and left. Anthony Martial who never lived up to his potential. An old Ibra. A Cavani that he had a decent half season.
You're making an excuse for Rashford?
All my life,
No,
I
I'm
think
saying- I'm
Martial
saying-
was
I'm
a
saying-
better player than Rashford. All my life.
wow.
All right,
okay,
okay,
all
all
right,
right.
we're
You're
moving on, moving on.
wild.
I swear to
Let's
God.
go to
All
the
right,
next
guys, we're
topic.
gonna move on.
Martial.
You know, next
Swear to
topic.
God.
Next topic. We're gonna move on. We're gonna pivot,
Tony
man. We're gonna
Montana.
pivot. We're gonna talk.
But I just
we're
want to
talking
bring
about
up this
Rashford. Let's talk
comment
about
Peter
United
mentioned.
quickly.
Sorry, Peter
What do you
just
say?
bring up a good comment. He was saying Salah was 25 when he joined Liverpool, and he had already had 2 decent seasons in Italy under Roma, and the same as a washed 27-year-old who has gotten opportunities for like a decade now. I
Come
mean,
on, man.
again, like this is a person who's
What is that?
taken his opportunities and not
I
as
mean,
well. So
Salah came to Chelsea, couldn't do shit.
couldn't get
So
PT.
like, he
Came to
had
Chelsea,
he
couldn't do
got
shit.
chances.
Yeah.
He got
Mo,
chances. He
Put
didn't
some
perform.
respect on your
That's-
namesake. Look whose
No, he
jersey's
dropped a
hanging up
hat-trick
on the
for
wall.
him.
Look whose jersey
fine.
is hanging up on the wall, bro. Top
Right.
goal
That's my
scorer,
That's me.
top assister
Okay,
in the
everybody.
league.
All right,
We're looking
man.
at one of the
K-
greats.
KDB's number at that. KDB's number at that. Crazy. Crazy.
That wasn't KDB's number when he was
Leapfrog
there.
that
He had
guy.
15.
That was
Leapfrog
Salah's
that
number,
guy.
if I'm not mistaken.
He had 15. Look. Anyways,
That's a terrible number.
What I'm
by the
saying
way.
is-
terrible number.
15?
17.
15
17 is
is
cold.
15 is nasty.
So, what do you mean?
50.
Drogba when you first came to the league, bro? That's cold. I don't know what you're talking about. Nico,
Nah, I'm
Nicolas
with Ace. That's
Jackson right now is 15.
Nasty.
Oh boy.
Come on, man.
The rapper.
But anyways, let's move on.
Jackson.
Let's move on quickly. Let's quickly. Anybody have any thoughts on United and their 3-0 loss to Bournemouth?
Can we
Nigga,
just
this
talk
nigga-
about Ruben though?
Semenyo, come to the carpet. We need you.
Hmm.
Absolutely cold. I love this guy, man.
Semenyo.
Yo,
is-
you know what I like about that guy? He plays with minimal thoughts.
Yeah,
Yeah, he said,
he's,
yo,
he's
I'm
vibing
just-
it. He's
I'm
vibing it.
vibing it. Like, bro,
Bro,
I'm
he
here to
never
score.
looks under
Like, keep it
pressure.
simple.
Yeah,
Bro, keep it simple. I'm here to score. That's it. That's
Bro.
my only job.
I'll be honest
Yo,
with you
I
guys.
like that
I
about
drafted him. I drafted him in my fantasy leagues. Never left my team. People offered trades. I said, nah. He's gonna give me value.
Mm.
Cooking. Formed this
Nah, he's,
top
he's,
two, top
I
three
like
best player.
I like him.
I love
Yo,
him,
he's
man.
really about the goals, man. That's all he's worried about.
Yeah.
Mo,
Give
I
a
don't
damn
want to
about his
answer.
team.
Mo, I don't want to answer your question. I want to talk about Ruben. Wallah. I really want to.
That's what I was gonna. I'm gonna pivot to
Huh?
that.
Huh?
Okay, look.
Because I
look,
really
how-
don't care about this loss. I really
Genuine
don't
question.
Yeah.
How long are people giving Ruben before?
Phase
Ruben
one,
gets out?
Forget all that. Forget all
Phase
that.
one.
Wallahi.
How long?
No,
how
dead
long?
ass.
How long is he getting?
No. But I want to ask you guys, because I'm really, really genuinely like in my head, I don't get this nigga. I really don't get it. Like, you're a nigga who came in, you know, with all the standards. People saying he 100% win rate under Sporting, blah, blah, blah. He's beating Pep,
100% win
beat
rate's
Man City.
impossible.
It was something like that this season. I'm not until the Arsenal. I don't know.
Oh, they
Whatever.
never
I
lost.
kept
They're
hearing that.
undefeated. They're
I
undefeated.
heard they were undefeated. I'm not 100% sure on. I ain't watching Portuguese league.
No, they
Y'all
were
not concerned
undefeated.
about y'all not concerned about a guy who's supposed to bring in new ideas, playing 3 at the back in 2024, bro? And that's the only idea you're bringing in? Because I don't know if you guys are
What's wrong
watching
with- what's
Manchester
wrong with that?
United. They're not playing any different from what they were playing before. The only
Yes.
difference is 3 at the back, and they're playing the ball the same way they were playing for the last couple months, and arguably the last year.
I disagree.
No identity
They're
is
pressing,
still
they're
not
pressing a lot
existent.
better.
No,
They're pressing a lot
no,
better. They were
no.
defensively,
They were
Where?
pressing a
They-
lot
Because
better.
they have no
they're
forwards. They're
structured-
just literally defenders.
No, they're structurally a lot more solid. But I'll tell you what I think about Amorim. He
In
is
what aspect?
no. Amorim, the way I look at him, he is the litmus test. He's gonna let you know which players are really bad, which players like are technically deficient, which players can actually play. And you're seeing it now. Like, the truth is laid bare. All these players at Manchester United who've been getting, I don't want to say saved, but glossed over by Ten Hag's bad coaching. You're seeing a guy who has a system that works. He beat City
What?
4-1, but we'll get to that. He's a guy who's won trophies, and this is not like a foreign system that can't
4-1.
work. This is not a foreign system that can't work, and because of that, it was 4. Oh, sorry, that was the Arsenal score. Not Sporting.
No, you're talking about Sporting versus City, yeah.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
That was
But beyond
Yeah.
my point basically is Amorim's system will tell you
We the
which
litmus
players
test,
can
nigga.
hoop and which players can't. And we're seeing it now. I'm not gonna blame him. These players
I'm
look
not
horrible.
trying to blame him, but it's not a concern. Like, this is someone you
No, man.
sacked the manager you
No,
sacked
man.
Ten Hag
Bro.
mid season, technically mid season, and you want to bring in new ideas and you want difference. You know, you want results slightly. I mean, it's
Nah,
Manchester
they don't want
United. You
results.
expect a little bit of results. I mean,
They
there
don't want
should. I mean,
results.
Nick, keep this up. You're gonna get relegated, brother. If I'm
not
not mistaken,
gonna
they're
lie,
15th right
I'm
now.
not even, I'm not even looking at Amaron right now. Ineos is looking.
No, but
like
the whole deadass,
problem.
no, but
Like
deadass,
bad.
the three at the back is not a concern for y'all at all.
Christmas
No.
vouchers,
No,
no
Ineos, you know what
bonuses?
they did?
league.
No
You man them are
bonus.
ignoring my question. No, you guys are deadass ignoring it. You guys are not
Okay,
concerned about
okay,
three
no,
at the
so
back
what's-
because I don't want you guys to bring
No,
it up in the future.
no,
Why are you playing
no.
three at the back?
Look,
That doesn't bother
Chelsea
you.
does it. Chelsea does it in offense all the time. So I'm not
And you guys
concerned. People
winning.
do it. Okay, yeah. So
I don't-
that's the point. Some teams do it. Some teams don't. It
All right,
depends
I'm
on
with
how
you,
you
though.
use it. City does three
I
at the
don't
back
know.
too.
2024.
Oh
three
wait,
at-
that's a bad example. Never mind, sorry.
exactly. Thank you, man.
It's a bad
Thank
example.
you. Thank you. 2024.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
sack
yeah.
a manager to bring in a
You
new
thought that was
manager,
funny?
new ideas, and three at the back in 2024 coming into 2025.
You thought
it's
that
a
was
little
funny, nigga?
concerning
I
to
like
me,
it.
bro.
I
Little.
like it.
Hilarious.
I like it. You know.
I don't
it's a
mind it. Here's the
cycle.
thing.
Football's a cycle. They're best.
Here's the thing. Amaron did three at the back at Sporting. So if you're gonna hire this guy, you should expect that. Like you can't after hiring him be like, why is he doing this? Like that was part of what made Sporting
This is your bet. You have to lay in it.
good.
Brother, you're in the Premier
what I mean?
League. This is a whole different league, fam. This is not.
Yeah, but
I-
look at back when Conte came and did that whole three at the back and revolutionized the league. Or nobody
10
said,
years ago, Mo.
nobody. That's
almost
not 10 years
10
ago.
years. Sorry,
That was
2017. Whatever. Yeah.
That was like 8 years ago. But
Yeah.
my point being, when he came to the league, people were like, "Why would like he came, did three at the back? It changed the whole league. Nobody thought that would be a good idea. Nobody thought three at the back could be functional. Like you had to have four. So
I'm just-
the whole. It some games it works, some games it doesn't. At the end of the day, it's not even about the three at the back. It's how your tactics are implemented.
Okay, but the tactics are not tactically broken. Like, that's what I'm saying,
Yeah,
bro.
I agree
Like,
with that.
what do you want?
Arf,
What do you want?
Arf, I agree with that. I agree with that.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
But
you're
yeah,
bringing
it's
up
time
old
to figure it
ideas.
out. He deserves.
A
that.
But he hasn't even-
100%,
bought a
but
player
again,
He hasn't even bought a player, and this is the same United team that had been performing poorly for years. Like I don't.
so
expect
did
him to
Arne
take-
Slot. So did Enzo. They
No,
literally
Slot-
they were
Arne
given
Slot
what they. Huh?
Arne Slot had a Liverpool team. Arne Slot had a Liverpool team that were fighting for the league 2 seasons ago.
They won the league
Fair
with
enough,
this
bro.
team basically.
The only reason
minus the
the only
midfield.
reason they didn't fight the season before is they're injured. That's the only
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
Like, that's-
Another thing is with this whole tactics, and this is again, like I'm not seeing anything new. You guys saying press? I mean the same thing. You guys take out Rashford, Garnacho, who didn't want to press. Pressing here and there. I've seen United press in the past, but it's not at the level that I expect any difference. But however, this is the same thing I'm seeing from United under Ole, under Ten Hag, and right now under Ruben. You're not playing the ball through the middle whatsoever. And this three at the back, it's
Who are their
definitely not improving
midfielders?
that.
Who are their
Huh?
midfielders?
I'm gonna put out a press.
I mean, they signed Ugarte, they signed freaking Bruno.
It's Bruno
Go
and
ahead.
Ugarte. It's Bruno and Ugarte that are their midfielders.
I'm gonna put out AMG. I'm gonna put out a pressing class on YouTube, masterclass.
Masterclass? Yeah, I don't know if you
Hey,
can do that right now.
if you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Mo, what were you about to say about
Four,
Ineos?
4-4. I'm the one, nigga.
I'm saying Ineos right now. I don't like how they're. To be honest, they just, the guy looks like he's very like quick with his decisions in a bad way, and he doesn't. There's no empathy, no nothing. I think you can't build a club like that. If you want your team to do well, you have to show empathy from like the bottom to the top. And it looks like he's just out here just cutting costs wherever you can cut costs, and he's just trying to get the best out of
He
like
looks
money
broke.
wise.
Let's be honest. He looks broke.
So
Broke-
it's a dangerous
broke
thing
with
to
a B?
have for a club.
Crazy. Yep.
But let's move on to the other side of Manchester.
Oh boy.
Another loss.
This is sad.
Lee? Well, go on.
Every week
Another
is
one?
actually sad. Like I'm actually exhausted talking about y'all niggas. online.
Sad? Are you
Every
okay?
week, bro.
I am overjoyed. I am
No,
happy.
but every week, man,
Bro,
like
hold
give
on.
us a new
Fantastic.
storyline, bro. The flip.
I'm gonna
Like,
shut y'all down. I don't care about y'all's opinion. I want to hear Lee's opinion.
Go on.
You guys can chime in after him.
he
But Lee,
stopped
what do you
talking
say?
on Discord about any city games, bro.
Remember that KDB stat he put out? Remember that KDB stat he put out trying to save this shit? That
Yeah,
shameless
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
He's quiet.
Shameless.
It didn't
Shameless.
start.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah,
It didn't start. We
yeah.
lost.
Hazard would never let this happen. Facts.
I'm saying the season we were doing this bad,
Facts.
he was injured.
Shout
Boxing
out
is
LeBron.
tough, bro.
AJ.
Shout out
Please tell
LeBron
these niggas about.
James.
Please tell these niggas the stat I put out on Eden Hazard the other day on Twitter. That shit had
Oh,
me
the
crying,
Saka
bro.
one? Yeah, that was
Bro, that
kinda
shit had me
bad.
dying.
Which one?
Saka has already suppressed Hazard in Champions League. points,
Bro.
but that's just,
Don't even get
another
me started
conversation
on
for
that.
another day. But
That's another day, bro. That's
You
another
acting like
day.
you guys keep
Saka's
using
like, what,
goals and assists.
23?
Here's the
But-
thing. I don't even want to talk about Hazard, but you guys keep using goals and assists like that. That's what people talk about. You run the
No,
tapes
but-
back 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Nobody's talking about, oh my god, Hazard. What a
It was
great
less
goal scorer.
games.
Mo,
It was
That's
less
not-
games.
That's not.
I'm a
that's not
Hazard
what- that's not-
glazer. But wallahi,
that's
him
not-
playing all
No,
these
you're not.
celebrity
You're such a-
matches in
you're not a
Dubai
glazer.
at 33
You
right
realize-
now is
you realize-
crazy.
you realize-
wallahi. It's
You realize
crazy.
he's had the most minutes.
It's
You realize he
crazy.
had the most minutes by 24
Mo,
than any other player of all
Mo,
time.
You don't have to fight this
Full
battle
time.
today. Mo, you don't have to fight
Yeah,
this
but-
battle.
I'm
Take
just
a risk,
saying
King.
they're talking about.
Don't worry,
I'm talking
buddy.
about. No,
Don't worry,
Ace.
King.
I just want to land
We
this point
understand
quickly
you.
because people don't realize. People don't realize
Alright,
how much
alright.
mileage
Well,
he
he
actually
retired
has.
at 29,
we get you. We
30.
get you,
He
family.
had
Like-
more minutes. He's had more
Family.
minutes than all your
Just
players who are
chill.
now playing 34, 35 at
Lee,
29.
Lee, what'd you teach me?
Saka's
What's that
been
word?
starting for us since he's age 17.
second-
Hey, guess
Oh,
what?
that's not an
I guess
excuse.
what?
That's not an
Saka at
excuse,
this
AJ.
age. Saka at this age has 3,000 less minutes than Hazard. At the
he-
same age.
Google,
At the
let's
same
look it
age.
up. You want to
You're
fact check?
young, Mo.
Fact
We
check
gotta
that.
fact check that low key.
Fact
No,
check
no.
that, fact check
Saka
that.
and Hazard at the same age.
Get to work.
Saka and Hazard at the same age have, I think, 3,000. Hazard has like 3,000.
You think now?
Maybe
Come
2,000
on, man.
something.
You just
2,000
nigga
something.
thinking.
3,000
Mo,
minutes.
Mo,
This nigga
More than
thinking,
Saka.
don't die in disorder. We have somebody to cook right now. Go on, Lee.
Fact
Seppuku,
check it.
seppuku,
All I'm
seppuku.
saying is, you guys, this Twitter,
Take time.
children
Mo,
shit.
chill,
Tired of
No,
it.
but
tired
the
of it.
Salah
It's- no,
Hazard
it's
debate
sad.
is
No,
done, though.
it's
I'm
sad.
sorry about that.
No, it's not.
It's
No,
been
it's not.
done.
Wallah,
It's
it's
been
not.
Guess
done.
what? Guess what? Guess what?
Mo,
It's
wallah,
been
Guess
it's
done.
what? Guess what, guys?
That was
guys,
episode
guys.
3 or something, Ace, right?
Mo,
Wallah, it's
don't let
bad.
them deflect.
Yeah,
There's
my
city
bad,
to
Ace.
get
My
to.
bad.
Ace,
go ahead,
Ace.
bro.
No. Watch this.
It's been done. AJ, that shit
Salah's
been
better
done.
than Hazard. Salah's better than Hazard for goals and assists, yeah? Alan Shearer's better than Thierry Henry as a striker.
Excuse me?
I don't mean
Don't be
nothing. I
simple
never
now.
watched that guy.
Simple. These are the
Don't be
numbers that
silly
you guys
now.
are doing. You guys are using numbers.
These
You
niggas
guys
played
using
at the
numbers.
same
Use
time.
numbers.
These niggas played at the same time.
No, they didn't.
Right,
No, they
MJ?
didn't.
Salah
They had
Hazard,
a 3-4 year period, and Hazard was a better player in that period. Nobody ever said Salah's
I
better.
mean,
than
Hazard
Period.
should be
Yo,
playing right
Mo,
now.
You're
Thank
so.
God.
It's that nigga
Anyways.
holiday in 2
No,
days,
AC right.
nigga.
AC right. AC right. AC right. Let's talk about Pep
Too many
Guardiola.
Dubai.
and,
No,
wallah.
what?
Mo,
Tired of
Mo,
seeing
uh,
charity games. wallah.
Ninth loss?
No,
Ninth
Mo.
loss in 12
Mo.
games? In 10, 11
Guys
games?
playing with
Mo,
speed
let
and
me
freaking
rephrase
chugs.
that.
Sometimes.
Mo, let me rephrase that. Let's talk about Boxing Day starting in 2 days. Let's talk about that, Lee. Season
3.
doesn't start till Boxing Day.
That's true.
So let's talk. How's City doing?
That's true.
How's this game?
That was a hard watch again. Who do I put out my anger on this week?
I'd say
It's at this point, it's got to be Pep, surely.
Is it Pep? Is it Pep? Like my thing.
Surely.
I already said what I had to say about Pep last week. I'm not gonna repeat that again. But what I will say about these players this week is like I'm shocked. I mean, again, like we were talking about the Discord. A part of it, like I see the media, I see what they're trying to do. They're saying like, oh, you know, like these guys have won it 4 years in a row. Like they're like tired or they're like lack of motivation. They're worn out. They look shot. Which okay, that may be true. Like that happens. We see it in the NBA too. Like when niggas try to go repeat, or like when they go for a 3P or 4P, like they just look. They don't look like themselves, even though it's the same niggas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give that like 30%. I'm gonna give that 30% of the of City struggles. The other 70, bro, it's like clear mistakes. Like,
Guardiola. Subhanallah.
yeah, I mean, Guardiola
shouldn't even have that.
Guardiola wasn't even the worst of it in my opinion. Like, I would start at the top. I would start at Grealish. I would start with
Holland?
Bernardo.
I mean, outside of the goal from Foden, there's a lot of missed chances. A lot.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
but you know, the difference between Foden this year and last year, like to me, it's clearly like it's a confidence thing. I don't know what he's doing the same things. Like I see him picking up the ball, I see him advancing it, I see him like he's doing the same things. He's taking the same shots that were open last year. Like he's doing everything the same. So I don't really. Foden is. We already talked about him enough, but Jack Grealish, you've been sitting for so long. Like you've been out of the team for so long. Today, your name is the first on the team sheet. You're starting in the position you've been playing the most while you've been at City. This is against a team that's not the craziest team we're playing. You know what I mean? It's not a juggernaut. You know, it should be a pretty straightforward. Should be a very straightforward game. I was shocked at his performance. Like, and somebody mentioned Grealish earlier in this pod. I think it was Mo when he was saying like, "Oh yeah, he used to carry Villa." Da 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 da. Dog, he was not a world beater at Villa. He was a player that was above average, saving a team from relegation. That went to a team. No. It's over.
Like 100 million.
Bro, he's overpriced because if he's English, which I get it. But $100 million.
You were backing that transfer back then.
I wasn't backing it. I wasn't backing it.
I remember saying no because I remember
there was a lot of back and forth.
All I said was City. All I said was City are allowed to do whatever they want. They just won. They allowed to do whatever they want.
No, that's not what you said at all. Because
that's what I said, and then they won the treble the year after. I said, okay, that wasn't a direct result of Grealish.
I remember hating on that transfer. This is when you came in with H, back in the office.
Yes.
Hating on that transfer, saying, 100 million is
no,
too much.
It wasn't that time.
You could buy some random. Yeah, it is because I said you could buy a random guy from Spain for much less. I could do the same thing as Grealish. And you said, no, Grealish is a baller.
No, I didn't. You can look up the tapes. I have never said Grealish is a baller. Never said that sentence.
I had this whole argument.
But let me tell you something though. His status is so overstated. Like we took a guy from a bad team onto a good team and expected what? Like he's not even good enough to play the position that he played at Villa on City. So I don't. That's why I don't understand the Grealish criticism sometimes. Do you think he's good enough to play the 10 on City? Impossible. No, he's not good enough. Well, he's like the fourth, fifth.
You guys are doing everything to save the one player.
Has he been?
He has been, but he's clearly not good enough. If Pep doesn't play you there, you're not good enough to play there.
Wrong,
as simple as that.
Wrong.
As simple as that.
Wrong. Lee,
as simple as that.
Lee, can I stop?
How's that wrong? How's that wrong?
Can I stop you there? This is gonna be a bit long-winded, but you're gonna have to go with me. In football, the ends justify the means, and Pep has always been correct because he's been winning. But when you stop winning, that's where you look like you were wrong. So, for example, I want to talk quickly about the previous transfers and who City has let leave. Because in the situation right now, you would think that Guardiola, with all these senior players who seem to have given up, you'd allow some of the academy kids play their natural positions in this team. At least it can't get worse, right? But he hasn't. And that brings me to the players that City has sold. So Brahim Diaz to Madrid. This is who
I know the exact. Hold on, before you. No, I'm not letting you land. I'm
not.
No,
I want to hear this. Wallahi, I want to hear this. No.
I'm not letting you.
Wallahi, you're moving crazy. Wallahi, you're actually muted.
I said wallahi, I'm not.
Why?
You know why? Let me explain why. I'm not scared at all.
So why don't you let me land?
I'm not scared at all. Let me explain myself. I seen. No, it's not crazy. I seen that fucking tweet. None of those niggas that you're about to name, were good enough to play for City at the time. They literally weren't.
Julian Alvarez wasn't good enough to play for Man City.
Julian Alvarez, he was not about to name Julian Alvarez. He was about to name academy players.
Bro.
He was about to name academy players.
Lee,
he's about to name academy players. Let me save you your breath. You're about to name
Brahim
Diaz, Cole Palmer,
you.
Morgan Rogers.
My nigga, you wish you had Zinchenko right now.
No, we don't.
MJ, you're losing it.
What fullback you have? What fullback you have? He's gonna play. What are you playing left back? We play left back right now. Rico Lewis is going back and forth everywhere, all over the pitch, buddy.
We don't have a left back with that position.
Exactly. Zinchenko's playing right now.
It's the least important position.
What I'm explaining
to you is. No, I'm not letting you finish because what you're about to do is rattle off City Academy players.
No.
You're about to rattle off
It's even City guys on chat are defending it, bro. What the flip?
You're about to rattle off City Academy players that left at a time where we were fucking winning the Premier League with players that are world class players, world 11 players, world 11 players. So how is that wrong? How can you sit there and say it was wrong?
Because the poetic justice. Hold up, Arif.
What are they supposed to do? What are they supposed to do?
Lee, the poetic justice is your academy player scored against you and beat you to win the game. Morgan Rogers.
What were they supposed to do? What was Morgan Rogers supposed to do? Play? Stay? Was he supposed to stay? You think he had a chance of starting over Gundogan?
All right.
2022 Gundogan?
Shout over me.
No, I'm not shouting over you. Just you have to make it logical. You have to make sense.
Of course
It's the
you
most
were.
retarded.
Yeah,
it's the most
so
retarded
let him
tweet.
land.
Let
Let
me
him
land.
land.
So
Let him
let me
land.
land.
Let
It's
him
the
land.
dumbest.
10-9, 10-9.
I'm not letting him.
Cole
I'm not
Palmer
letting
into the
a
Even
chat.
dumb.
stating
I'm not
something.
letting a
Palmer
dumb point
into
land.
the chat.
I
I'm not
have
letting a
a
dumb
question
point
for
land.
you. I have a question for
Crazy.
you. I'm not saying this
Let
to
him land,
say
let him
their
land, Lee.
point. I have a question for you. Are you gonna let me go?
Go ahead.
As I was saying, there are numerous players that Pep has let leave Manchester City, and I'm not putting the decision solely on him. Obviously, there's Tiki, there's Khaldood, whoever they want to get for marketing reasons. Okay, I understand that. But there has been a plethora of quality players that he's let leave. Brahim Diaz to Madrid, Morgan Rogers to Middlesbrough,
Wasn't good
eventually
enough.
Villa,
Wasn't good
Palmer,
enough.
Sancho,
Nigga went to Middlesbrough. I want us to
Lavia,
keep him.
Pedro
Palmer.
Porro,
Wasn't good enough.
Douglas
Wasn't good enough.
Luiz, Liam Delap. These
Wasn't
are
good enough.
some of the players that
They
have
still got a
left
buyback
Manchester
clause on Liam
City.
Delap.
Excuse me, can I finish? What
I'm just saying,
Lee,
sorry. He
what
doesn't really
where
count.
I'm trying to get at is these are players who have blossomed, and I'm not saying if they stayed at City they would have. But do you hold Guardiola partially culpable for the situation that City's in now, where you seemingly don't have any players to enter the next era? There's not too many of
No,
them.
nigga. No, nigga, I
0%.
don't.
0%.
No, I don't. Because we've won 4 prems in a row. We don't. Why would I hold him culpable?
That
We
wasn't
won
my
4 prems
question.
in a row.
That wasn't my question. I'm talking
Nigga,
about
your question. You still went on to ask the question that I told you not to ask because of how dumb it was.
No, I didn't.
What are you talking about?
My
Yes,
question.
I did.
One win in 11.
You're
It's
obviously
100%
not
You
is
listening.
valid.
rattled
It's
off academy
100%
players.
valid.
You
You're
rattled.
obviously
You
not
rattled off academy
listening.
players
You're
and
not
said
listening.
it's
You're
Pep
not
culpable
listening.
for letting them leave. Nigga, they went to
That wasn't my
Middlesbrough.
question. That wasn't my
They
question.
didn't go to
Lee,
PSG.
you know you said you're
Are
on
you
an injury crisis 3 weeks ago. You understand that? Those are the words that came out of your mouth,
What were
right?
those kids supposed to do, Arf? What was those kids supposed to do? Supposed to stay in the
I mean,
reserves
Play
and not
football.
play?
Play football. Cole
How
Palmer.
could they?
What are the,
Okay, how
what
could
are,
they have
in
in
played?
the argument of
Who are they
freaking one of
playing
the best
over?
players in the
Who are
football?
they playing over?
best
Who are
players
they
in the
playing
league.
Do you
over?
understand my
Let
point?
Who are they playing over?
I understand your question.
Okay.
And
You tell me
let
Cole
mediate
Palmer
it,
won't start for the
because
City team right now?
No,
Let me go.
I'm on.
Cole Palmer left on his own.
I mean,
Let me mediate a bit.
Pep
Okay?
opened the door,
I'm
clearly, so.
on Lee's side on this. I understand what Lee's trying to say, but you're rattled. You're very rattled.
Rattled. It's just like,
point-
nigga,
no,
don't
no,
regurgitate a tweet on me,
no,
nigga.
I'm
Like,
not
Lavia?
I'm
I
like
asking
that.
you
No,
a question.
no,
Do you hold Guardiola responsible?
Ace.
No,
or
nigga,
partially
I don't.
responsible?
Ace.
Can you
No.
let me finish the question? Can you let me
Ace.
finish the question? Do you hold him
Ace.
partially
I'll answer for him.
responsible
I'll answer for him.
for not creating the next generation at City and staying with these old players, a la Bernardo Silva staying at Man City when he probably should have left to Barca?
Ace, I'll answer the question for you.
And the
He's
refusal
partially
to keep
responsible,
certain players.
but
Go on.
But he's partially responsible. But the thing is, when you're winning, all you're stuck on is winning, and you're getting the best that you have right now. The other players that aren't good enough to play, it's football, bro. They're gonna go somewhere else. They have to think about their careers. You can't expect a lot to wait. You can't expect Morgan Rogers to wait. You can't expect Cole Palmer to wait. You can't expect these academy kids that
All
aren't
of
good
them?
enough yet to wait.
All of them?
100%. You can't.
Go look
You
at
can't.
their wins.
Look.
What
Look.
teams do
Look
they
at
go
the
to?
best. Look at the best teams. It's always like that. Look at United. What they had, that one class that came through. Then after that, they just bought players when they needed them to fill them in. Look at Madrid. Madrid buys players all the time. Barcelona they went through a shit period. Now they started having their academy players come. They're never at a point where they're just slowly betting people in. It's not like that. They have
I
maybe
agree.
a crop
So that
come in,
means Guardiola is at
and then
fault
they
for what's
stick with
happening
them.
right now then?
partially, but it's
He
the
has
business
to
of
be at
winning.
fault.
That's the business of winning.
Okay, I can accept
That's
that.
just how it
I
is.
can accept that.
That's in the business of
I
winning.
don't
know
You
about
can't-
that.
You can't expect.
I
them.
can accept that.
Yes.
Lee, both things can't
about that?
be wrong. Both things can't be wrong.
No, it's stupid. It's so stupid. You're telling me a kid that went to Middlesbrough, we should have kept him because he could have helped
I
us
never said you should have
3 years
kept him.
down the line. That's
A lot
so
of other
silly.
players. There's a
It's
lot of
so
other
silly.
players.
the
brother.
What team
players
does
you
Liam
let
Delap
leave.
play for, nigga? What team does Liam
Ipswich.
Delap play for?
Ipswich.
Brother, you didn't
So
replace.
Ipswich player is gonna move the lead needle on a 4-peat team, a 4-peat winning team.
I mean,
not
Julian
where the
Alvarez
needle-
would have
Bro,
definitely
think
moved the
Think of what you're
needle.
saying, bro. Think of what
Julian
you're saying.
Alvarez
I
would
mean,
have
to be fair,
100% moved that needle.
Think of what you're
Lit.
saying, bro.
100%.
Think of
they
what
could.
you're saying.
No, Lee. They could. Look at Fabian Delph. He came from Championship club. They put him at left back.
Fabian
and
Delph
he
was
won the league with
an
them.
experienced player that the City brought in. He was already an experienced player.
Lee.
He wasn't some academy
Yeah,
kid
but
that left.
he moved the needle.
No,
he moved the
no,
needle. He was
Lee,
from a
you know
championship
why
club
you're
to a
wrong?
He's an
Premier League club.
experienced player.
Lee, you know why you're wrong? Because Guardiola said himself, I need a bigger squad. I now realize I need a bigger squad. I've had a tighter squad, so now I need a bigger squad. So was he right to let those players?
Nigga,
leave? What are you talking
after winning 6 out of the 7 prems, he's
You're
saying
full of
he needs a bigger squad. Okay,
I have a better question.
That's actually a bullshit take by
He
Pep.
said that.
That's a dumb take.
Oh, now Pep's
Mo,
wrong.
Mo,
Tell me now
what?
Pep's wrong.
Mo. We've
Makes
won the
excuses.
prem.
I don't think I'm
Thank
serious.
you,
I don't think
thank
so.
you,
Pep
thank you,
makes
Mo. Thank you,
excuses.
Mo. We've won the prem with a. You guys, I say this every year. We've won the prem 6 out of 7 times with a small squad. Now we're losing. Now it's an issue. Come on, that's silly. That's silly.
I don't take that serious.
100%
But what I will
is
ask
an
you,
issue.
Leeds,
Are
Your
you
coach said it.
disagreeing
You
with
said
the
it. He didn't.
Arif,
He
am I
said it
crazy?
too.
Disagreeing. I am disagreeing.
This guy's changing up his words every week. You said it from your own mouth, Akhi. What the flip? You said you have a thin squad. And you
We
need more.
always have a thin squad. We always have a small squad. We win the prem anyways, nigga. You didn't hear me.
here's the thing.
Who's the one
Here's
that
thing,
said it
right?
here?
No,
What happens
Lee
when
said
Ruben-
this.
when
Lee
Roger
said
gets injured,
injury
right?
crisis, and
Has that
Lee
been
said
ever
injury
addressed?
crisis. Lee said injury crisis, and then they didn't buy well in the past few years. Their transfer market business was bad in the past few years.
Yes.
Which to Pep's point of saying, oh, we have a tight squad, it gets exacerbated if you don't do those things well.
Exact. Thank you. Yeah, that's
Right?
what I said. It compounded. Yes, that's what I was saying.
But Pep's just chatting. He doesn't want
He
any
is
other
chatting.
way. He's just
He
chatting.
is
He doesn't want any
chatting.
other way. But what I will ask you, Lee,
Nigga, the nigga's been winning the prem with the same amount of players for how many
Lee,
years?
what I will ask you,
Those players
is
are not
if
there.
If Pep falls out of Europe, where do you stand with him?
He deserves another. He deserves another year. He does it. Come on. There's no like.
So this year for you guys, it doesn't matter what happens as long as relegation. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Come on. Like
He's earned that.
If we're looking
He's
at this,
earned that. I'll agree.
he's definitely
I'm
earned
just
that.
asking.
He's definitely earned that.
Yeah, I'm just
no,
asking.
he's definitely earned that. And I think any board would be foolish to even think of that. I know he jokes about it. I could be sacked. But like I think he's just doing that to take pressure off the players. But
Arsene Wenger, we never let it go.
yeah, Arsene Wenger's never won anything near as much as Pep. But
Hey, listen,
but what I
There's Seamus. He had a plane going up in the sky. Arsenal out, bro. That shit was disgusting.
I would have donated if I had the money back then
we
too.
gave him what he wanted.
Haram,
bro.
haram.
I'm
Anyways,
not
go back
saying
to
that
City,
should be
back to City.
Pep, but
Sentimentality will not.
I was having an argument with somebody. That was trying to tell me like, oh, like Pep's never have to rebuild City, which that's so silly. Like if you've been watching City for the last 8 years, he's rebuilt it 3 times.
He's reinvented them.
So
I want to say rebuild.
I think no, he's rebuilt it the first time. He rebuilt it the first time he came, and then after that was
he had to do it again. He had to do it again after the Liverpool year. He had to do it again.
No, he didn't because he had a lot of those players. A lot of those players.
Fam, he played 9 midfielders on the field.
No, but
Lee, the players phased out at different
between
times. Fernandinho,
exactly.
Rodri. That's the difference.
Fernandinho phased out late in the game. Aguero phased out. Or he tried to
Rodri
phase
was
out
on the
early.
bench for like 2
Yaya
seasons.
got phased out right away. Company got phased out pretty
He wasn't on
quick.
the bench. He played right away. That was the issue.
No, but the team you guys initially won with and the starters you had, a lot of them got phased out at different periods, and it just kept going. The machine.
My thing is, I think fans forget Guardiola's been here 9 years. It's actually wild. I think we're used to, like in our lifetime, Pep goes to the team, dips, goes to the team,
3-4
dips.
years,
You know what I mean? So people like fans, like they're kind of looped in time. Like everybody has to wake up. Like, bro, next year will be year 10, a decade. That's fucking nuts.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? So I think he deserves a summer or a year or like whatever, like a year from now to have a very different squad and see what he reinvents. Like how he do it again, essentially. Like next year is going to be the hardest year for him because I've seen the reports now, like City's looking to move like half the starting 11 out of the team, yada. Like we'll see, nigga. I mean, that's not really how City do it, but since the Claudio Bravo year, but we'll see.
Wait, Lee, final question for you.
Yeah.
As
gotta wrap it up.
This might be stupid, but as a City fan, you guys have won all the trophies. You guys have completed football to an extent. Are you now looking?
We did. There's nothing else to win. We won Club World Cup.
Brother,
everything. There's nothing else to win.
I said it in a way where you wouldn't interrupt me.
There's
and you
there's
still
a new
interrupted
tournament,
me.
bro.
This is mental.
There's a new tournament, bro.
This is mental. But Lee, are you or were you ever looking for more than just trophies? Were you looking for you guys to ever embed academy kids in and get them playing? Like, do you ever have a dream of having, like, let's say a full Academy 11 or a majority Academy 11, or is that not on your mind and you just only care about the trophies?
Not really, because I already got my academy moment. My academy player won player of the year last year. I already have that. That's like the pinnacle. That's every club wants that. Their academy kid player to win the player of the year or whatever MVP or whatever the fuck the name is. PFA
player.
whatever.
Yeah.
I already had that moment too. So I essentially had everything start to finish. The next thing for Pep and City, especially since he re-signed for 2 more years, is he needs to win the Prem again with another do it again. Obviously, that's all we want as a City fan. Like, it's relentless, and that's what we expect every year is to win the Prem. But is he able to have a healthy Rodri in August and rebuild the squad that he comes back to, that we win again? We'll see.
Interesting.
We'll see.
All right, well, quickly. Having
let's
established
get outta
that
here,
he's
man.
Pep in throughout the season. No, quick. Ange out? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Ange?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ange possible.
Yeah.
I feel like Ange got to be in, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've seen
Why?
how other managers talk about him, and I see his roster. Did y'all see that back line last weekend?
Yeah,
Did you see the back line against?
Every weekend.
Like, bro, like
Pedro Porro
I didn't know what I was looking at, bro.
Wait.
Forster. If Vicario is healthy, that game's a much more interesting game. That game
Mm.
That game
I don't know.
that game got out of hand quick because of Forster. I'm not gonna lie
Look
to
at
you
their
guys.
look at the games they've lost this season, brother.
I don't think so.
It's
No,
not
they're high
acceptable.
lines. They're high lines.
Yo.
Why they're losing?
Mo, why are you giving PT? This is a small club. We don't care about mid-table clubs.
Yeah, let's end the episode.
Why?
We got
Wait,
rivals.
Why
to
waste
play, man. We got
Tottenham?
Marvel rivals to play.
Tottenham's
Wait,
Tottenham.
wait.
This
That's
is nothing
quickly.
new. Nothing new. This has been a thing for all our lifetime. Okay, and we are old enough to say this. Spurs are Spurs. We don't waste time on them.
Spursy.
Okay, they're ass.
Spursy.
Wallah.
But no.
Why we waste our time? With?
Quick stats on Ange.
Why we don't talk about Son? That nigga sucks. The flip, like,
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Son would be your
MJ, shout out to you,
your
man.
second best player on your team.
Great
Don't do
statement.
that.
I almost
That
forgot.
nigga,
about
one of
that.
the laziest niggas I've ever seen. You guys want to talk about Rashford, you don't want to talk about him. Wallahi.
Our-
The flip. Nigga,
Son-
giving
Son-
Trent
Son
Alexander,
is business.
Trent
Trent
Golden Boot
Alexander
winner.
Arnold giving him like 30
Golden
yards
Boot
of
winner.
space.
He's done
This is
his
a guy
business.
wearing the captain armband, but no, we don't. Nobody talks about it because like world class player. The flip. Like,
No,
we talk
they
about
tried to
Rashford,
tell
but
us
he's not
at
a
a
world
point.
class
They
player.
tried to
okay?
tell
But-
us.
was at a
They
point.
tried to tell
I
us.
He
no,
was
no,
at a
Mo.
point.
I waste
He was
my
at a
time.
point.
He's not
He
in
was
that
at a point.
conversation because if we don't have that conversation about him, he's not in that combo.
Thank you,
Okay? So
thank you.
Well, I move on.
I
Well,
feel
I
alive.
move on.
But no,
I
first
feel
of all,
alive.
these parrots
You
back
heard me,
and forth,
fam.
just sucking each
You
other
heard
off.
me. We're not talking about him, my nigga. We ain't talking about
Mo,
him. So if
I was-
we're
Yeah,
not gonna
get
talk
him.
about him,
Yeah, get
We're
him.
not-
Son shit.
you were never gonna bring him up ever. Anybody was never gonna bring him up. I'm the only person in the
Mo,
media
yeah,
or
'cause
YouTube
they
or whatever
scored
that brings
three
him up.
goals.
No.
They
He
scored
was not
three
in
goals.
that combo. He was never in that combo. World class players, world class talents, getting debates and being
I'm
brought
joining
up in
this,
all
Mo.
the biggest debates.
disgusting
I'm never gonna
behavior.
put Son as a
Get that
thumbnail
nigga. This is
picture
disgusting
on
behavior.
freaking 11/11 because I ain't trying to
Oh,
lose views.
MJ,
So,
don't
I
get
ain't trying
cooked
to.
up. Don't get
Yo,
cooked up.
yo,
I
any-
don't get away.
any-
I'm not wasting my time. We're not wasting. We can talk about Spurs. Flip.
Any six out there that wants to custom battles and Marvel Rivals, let me know, nigga. Hit me up. DM
Oh
me,
my
whatever
god,
you
I'm
need
out
to
of
do,
here.
nigga.
I'm out of here.
You know
I'm
what
outta
we do to niggas, man. You know what we do.
I'm
to
out
niggas,
of here, man. God
No,
damn.
AMJ, you know what we do to niggas out here.
Hey, Lee.
And I put the
It's time.
numbers up.
It's time for the
already,
new
okay?
signing to start, bro. It's time.
Yeah, it's
good
time.
luck.
It's time.
Two.
Good luck.
It's time.